Okay, I was um, I was struck by my reading of Spinoza a few weeks or days ago. I was already familiar with Spinoza, but for the first time I read with more intellectual maturity. I read Spinoza, the whole book, and if I had to summarize briefly what I grasped from Spinoza, it could be said that there is one substance, one infinite substance underlying all the phenomena, and this substance has two attributes, which are thought and extension, or space. It's not the proper word, but extension and thought. What in Hegelian language is being and thought. And everything that people think exists are modes of this one substance through the mediation of the two attributes, extension and thought. And every determined being, every individual being, every singular event or phenomenon is a mode of this one infinite substance. I simplify, but that's the idea. So I am, according to Spinoza, a mode in the attribute of extension through my body and thought through my mind of the one infinite substance. So I am its expression, so are you, anyone watching this video, according to Spinoza. That's, to simplify, the metaphysical aspect of Spinoza. And then there are other ideas in Spinoza. Is that I knew these ideas from very early time in my intellectual development, that human beings think themselves as free agents, the authors of their own actions, because they are aware of acting, but they are not aware of the determinations and the causes which determine and cause them to act. So they think they act, but from a Spinozian perspective, they are acted. By what or by who? By the one cause of all causes, the cause of itself, causa sui, which is self-caused. It is the cause of itself, and therefore it is the only free being, which is God, which acts according to his own rational necessity, and therefore by obeying only his own laws, he is free, and we, modes, or as long as we think ourselves as modes of this one substance, we are not free in the sense that we are acted upon by God. And Spinoza says that man is not an empire within an empire, which means that man is not above nature or outside of nature, but man and thinking, consciousness is a manifestation, an outgrowth of nature. It is in the continuity of nature. So to think that we are opposed to nature, actually we are within nature and products of nature, according to Spinoza. And for Spinoza, we cannot be free, strictly speaking. Only God is free, but we can liberate ourselves, not from from causality, but from the ignorance of the causes which determine our mode of perceiving the world and acting in the world. So the more you understand yourself as a mode of this one substance, and the more you understand every phenomena and every other rational creatures in this one substance as being themselves a mode of this one substance, and the determinations which cause them to act the way they do, and the relation, all the determinate relationships between all these modes, the more you liberate yourself from ignorance, and the more you come to understand God. And there comes a point for Spinoza when you will reach a second kind of knowledge, which is rational knowledge in the realm of scientific knowledge and understanding. And there comes a third kind of knowledge, which could be defined as intellectual intuition, so some sort of immediate cognition of the true state of things. And what he calls the first kind of knowledge is opinion, imagination, illusion, belief. And then you are not representing the state of the substance as it really is. You are a thought and a mode of the substance, but without understanding your own connection with the totality of the substance, so to speak. So here's Spinoza in a nutshell. And the idea is that by understanding our own determinisms, why we are determined to act the way we do, the more we liberate ourselves. So for Spinoza, knowledge is a path towards freedom. And I already I understood it many years ago, but I have come to understand it even more today.